climate change, water scarcity. All these sound so near to us, yet so far. But have you ever wondered what you had for breakfast could be contributing to this? Let's say you have a cup of coffee. Medium roast, 50 cents if you had it at home. But it's also 132 liters of water going into the 7 grams of coffee, not to mention it travels all the way from Spain. The way we eat has changed. We used to eat with seasons. We learned to preserve. We were always hands-on with our food. But today, we don't know where our eggs are from, or our oranges. We only know we got them from our convenient grocery stores. The closest to food we have now is when we eat at work lunches or on a family dining table. So we thought, why don't we start on a dining table? Project Feed is a dining play experience that provokes reflection for participants, unpacking what goes behind the food we consume on a daily basis. Let's take this home-cooked pasta for example. We know what goes into it, we measured it, but we are clueless that it takes more than 520 liters of water to produce the ingredients for this pasta. This data is not visible, therefore it is often ignored. So we thought, how do we visualize the intangible? We decided to take a classic Caesar salad with a twist. We rearrange it on a skewer, forming a hierarchy from least water consumption to the most water consumption. From lettuce being the least water consumption to bacon being the most. And with that, we created this. Initially, participants have no knowledge on why they have to consume salad this way. This is when delayed feedback comes to play. After dining play, participants will be then informed of the hidden water consumption behind this experience, and given explanation why it's constructed as such. Most of them assumed that it was to encourage more vegetation diet. Some participants were shocked to find out how much water is going into meat production. Although participants weren't given any corrective information, the reflections they expressed showed how such dining play can provoke thoughts and reflections of their routine food practice. We then thought, so where do all the ingredients actually come from? How does fresh produce end up on our plates? How was it selected and transported? We only knew we can get them conveniently from the shelves in the supermarkets. Then we decided to look into representing food miles and transportation on a dining table. So we reconstruct the distribution channels by mimicking the farms and using the dining table as a transport route. We then allow teams to form as competitive distributors, where they have to transport one of each ingredient along from one end of the table to the other. Although the game was perceived as a competition between two distribution routes, they quickly realized being competitive doesn't only mean speed, but also team coordination. Some of the participants started to work in strategies to transport certain items together in order to bring efficiency. After dining play, participants discussed how they often crave for international ingredients for distinct home flavors. Also, how information they see on packaging was quite limited, and most of them agreed that they just focus on the cheapest price. This shows how minimal food miles conveyed in our current eating routines. Our work implies around 3 themes: food arrangement, playful discomforts, and delayed feedback. Food arrangement has been commonly seen in all kinds of cuisine. Food has been arranged for visual aesthetics, taste profile, and convenience while being consumed. We then challenge the assumption of the participants, allow them to question and be curious. By giving delayed feedback, allow the realizations afterward to form a contrast and allow more self-reflection to come forward. We also explore the implication of discomfort in dining play to create challenges and provoke reflections. The overlap of dining and play brings forward interesting opportunities. It is also a potential call for participants to playfully engage in their mundane activities, such as eating. We believe this allows participants to step out of their common routine behavior and step into the Institute reflection experiences through play with food. We hope our work contributes to the possibility of using dining play as a medium to convey and converse what goes behind food, and to allow individuals to reflect on their actions. Today, we too can be part of the change.